Hello students, welcome to Excel class number 16. The topic of the day is to understand mixed cell reference technique. We will create a multiplication table in this section with the help of mixed cell reference technique. We have the value in this section. As we change the value, we want the multiplication table of that value in this section. So equal to this cell address B4, we are copying this cell address from top to bottom, and we know while copying a cell address from top to bottom, the row reference in the cell address will get incremented. So this B4 will become B5 in the next cell. So do we want the value from the B4 cell only, or in the next cell we want the value to be picked up from B5 cell? We have this value 85 in the row number 4. We have placed the column number and row number at the top of this value. So we want this value to be picked up from the B4 cell only in the next cell as well. So we will freeze the row reference, that is number 4, by pressing F4 key 2 times. Multiply by this. So number 1 is in the cell address G2. So same question to be asked, whether we want to pick up the value from G3 in the next cell, or we want the value to be picked up from the G2 cell. So we want the value to be picked up from the G3 cell in the next cell, because 2 is in the G3 cell. So control enter, and if we copy the formula from top to bottom and check the cell addresses in the last copied cell, press F2 key. So 85 is being picked up from the B4 cell, which is correct, and 10 is picked up from G11 cell. So the cell references are working correctly in the last cell. So across the border, the cell addresses are correct. So we have used the mixed cell reference technique. Means if we press F2 in this cell, so there is a dollar sign in front of the row reference, which means the row reference is absolute and column reference is relative. Multiply by G2, this cell reference is relative column reference and relative row reference. Means they are free to move as we copy this formula in any direction. Control enter. We change the value in this section. For example, 86, we get the multiplication table of 86 in this section. 25, we get the multiplication table of 25. So this cell addresses technique help us to create multiple formulas in a worksheet in an efficient way. Thank you.